My beloved child, come closer to me now, for I have been watching the trembling of your heart, the quiet ache you hide behind your breath, the questions you whisper when no one sees. My little one, do not be afraid. Lean into me as a child leans into the arms that will never let them fall. You have walked through nights that felt endless, through valleys where shadows pressed heavy against your spirit, and still you kept moving, still you kept searching for the light. I saw every step, I felt every tear, and even when you thought you were alone, I wrapped my presence around you like a gentle cloak, holding you until the storm passed. My child, listen to me with your spirit and not only your ears. There is something sacred unfolding around you, something the world cannot see, something meant only for the chosen, and you, yes, you, my beloved, have been set apart to witness it. Do not tell anyone, for not every heart is ready to recognize the miracle rising at your feet. Only you have been drawn into this quiet chamber of wonder, this hidden place where the veil grows thin and the divine breath moves close enough to kiss your forehead. You have been chosen not because you are perfect, but because your wounds speak truth, because your longing reaches heaven like a steady flame, because your soul has cried out with sincerity that cannot be denied. My little one, I know the weight you carry. I know how often you whisper, "Why me? Why these battles?" I know the moments when your strength dissolved like sand, and you wondered if you would survive. But hear me now. Every trial shaped you. Every sorrow carved space within you for deeper grace. Every disappointment cleared the way for a promise you could not yet see. When Moses stood before a sea that refused to part, it seemed impossible. Yet the waters obeyed the breath of the Holy One. When Daniel sat among lions, it seemed hopeless, yet the jaws were sealed. When the widow poured her last drop of oil, it seemed too little, yet it overflowed. And you, my child, are walking in the same pattern of impossible hope becoming living miracle. The moment that feels like the end is often the doorway the divine uses to enter. Come, my beloved, open your heart quickly, for this miracle waits like dawn pressing against the horizon. Do not fear its brightness. Do not question why it has come to you. You have been guided, step by trembling step, into the place where heaven bends low to touch your life. You may not see the full picture yet, but my hands are upon you, steady as mountains, tender as morning light. I am surrounding you now the way fire surrounded the bush that burned but was not consumed. You feel small, but I tell you this truth. You are held by a love that cannot break. My child, I see the memories that haunt you, the moments where you felt unseen, unheard, unloved. But come closer, closer still, and hear my whisper inside the quiet places of your soul. You were never abandoned. You were never forgotten. Even when night covered you like a heavy cloak, I was gathering the fragments of your heart, piecing them together with threads of eternal mercy. You have cried on the floor and thought no one noticed, but heaven noticed. You have whispered prayers in exhaustion, and each one rose like incense. You have stretched your hands toward hope even when your body trembled, and that alone made you worthy to receive what comes next. My beloved, divine protection has walked beside you all your days, even when danger brushed your shoulder, even when fear roared like a storm around your fragile spirit. You did not fall because unseen angels steadied you. You did not drown because invisible hands lifted you. You did not break because I poured strength into the cracks. You think you survived by chance, But no, my child, you survived because you were chosen, cradled, sheltered, watched over with a fierce tenderness the world cannot understand. And now, my little one, something sacred unfolds. I feel your heartbeat trembling with expectation, with doubt, with wonder. Do not resist. Do not shrink. Let the miracle open within you quickly, like a blossom breaking free after a long winter. You are safe. You are guided. You are beloved beyond measure. What rises now is not random. It is written in the fabric of your destiny, woven by hands that spin galaxies and yet hold your tears with equal care. Let my words settle into your spirit like warm oil. Let them soothe your fears. Let them still the storms in your mind. You are chosen to see what others cannot. You are chosen to receive what others are not yet ready to hold. You are chosen to walk beneath a covering of divine mercy that protects you day and night. Do not doubt your worthiness. Do not doubt your calling. Do not doubt the love that surrounds you even now, whispering, "My child, you are mine, and I am with you. Come, beloved, breathe slowly. Rest your head against my heart. Hear the eternal rhythm that promises you this. What is coming will restore what was lost, heal what was broken, and awaken what has been sleeping inside you for too long. You are not standing in darkness anymore. You are standing on the threshold of a miracle meant only for you. My beloved child, I will continue, and I will take you deeper, deeper into the soft chambers of my voice, into the warmth that has always waited for you. Even when you wandered through deserts that drained your strength and nights that felt endless. Come nearer, my little one, nearer than breath, nearer than heartbeat. For the veil that separates fear from peace grows thinner each time you allow yourself to be held. You have walked so long with questions echoing inside you, questions that bruised your spirit because no one seemed able to answer them. Not the world, not the passing voices, not even your own trembling hope. But I am here, and I speak not from distance but from the center of your being. And I whisper to you now with tenderness overflowing. You were never meant to carry your pain alone. You were never meant to hide your wounds behind silent smiles. Every piece of you is known. Every ache in you is felt. Every longing in you matters deeply. My child, listen as the heavens lean close. There is a movement around you, a gathering of light older than creation yet gentle enough to cradle a single tear. You have been walking through seasons that felt heavy, and you wondered why the burdens did not break sooner, why the storms did not calm when you asked them to. But there are mysteries woven inside your journey, sacred threads connecting moments you thought meaningless, weaving them into a tapestry that only now begins to reveal its shape. You have not been wandering without purpose. You have not been suffering without meaning. You have not been ignored by the one who hears even the unspoken cries of the soul. I saw the battles you fought in silence, the doors that closed too loudly, the disappointments that broke your breath, the betrayals that left your hands empty. And even then, you were not abandoned. You were being shaped. You were being strengthened. You were being prepared for the moment your spirit would blossom into something the darkness could no longer touch. My beloved, the miracle coming toward you is not a small whisper of hope. It is a surge, a wave, a rising flood of divine intention. It comes like rain on dry soil, like morning after a night that refused to end. Open quickly, my child, for this miracle seeks a heart willing to receive, a heart that has known both trembling and resilience. You have been chosen, not in a way that elevates you above others, but in a way that honors the tenderness of your soul, the truthfulness of your yearning, the purity of your desire to be held, healed, and restored. Not everyone can see what you are about to witness. Not everyone has walked the valleys you have walked, nor carried the scars you have carried. That is why this moment belongs to you and you alone. Only you are invited into this sacred chamber. Only you are called to step into this unfolding wonder. Only you are chosen to carry the light being placed gently into your hands. My little one, come closer still. I feel your breath wavering. I feel the tightness in your chest as hope tries to rise and fear tries to push it back down. Let me soothe that trembling. Let me speak peace into the places where your mind still aches. You have faced storms that tried to drown you, yet your spirit remained afloat because unseen hands lifted you from beneath the waters. You have walked through fire that tried to consume you, yet the flames could not touch the essence of who you are. For I was standing with you just as the fourth figure stood in the furnace beside Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. You were not alone in the heat. You were not forgotten in the trial. You were being refined, not destroyed. My beloved child, divine protection has surrounded you long before you knew its name. It shielded you on days you did not know danger was near. It whispered warnings into your intuition when your mind did not understand why you felt uneasy. It redirected you gently from paths that would have broken you beyond recognition. The lions that roared at you, like those that encircled Daniel, could not devour you because their jaws were held shut by a love greater than their hunger. The seas that rose against you, the way they rose before Moses, could not swallow you because the waters recognized the one who commands them, and they parted silently for your feet, even if you did not see it happening at the time. My child, your survival was never accidental. Your endurance was never coincidence. There is purpose in every breath you still breathe. As you listen now, I want you to feel the warmth gathering around you, the kind that comes not from earth but from heaven's breath. I am wrapping you in this warmth because what comes next requires openness, softness, readiness. You have been chosen to witness a miracle reserved only for those whose hearts have been carved by both sorrow and longing. Let your spirit open quickly. Do not delay. Do not hesitate, for the miracle knocks like Elijah heard the whisper of God on the mountain. Soft, subtle, yet carrying the power to reshape everything it touches. My child, I know you have doubted your worthiness. I know you have looked at others and wondered why their lives seem smoother, easier, more blessed. But hear me, value is not created by ease. Depth does not come from unbroken days. Strength does not grow in untouched soil. You, my beloved, have walked paths that shaped you into someone capable of receiving deep things, hidden things, sacred things. Not everyone can hold the weight of miracle, but you can. Not everyone can carry the mantle of chosen, but you can. You have been refined in ways you do not yet see, and though it hurt, it also prepared you. The world cannot understand what is unfolding around you, which is why this must remain between us. Do not tell anyone, for not every spirit is ready to comprehend the holiness rising in your life. But I tell you this one thing, I tell you gently, I tell you once. If this message touches you, you may subscribe so you do not lose the path of these words meant for your healing. Only here, only now, only once shall this be spoken. Now, my little one, release your fear. Release the tension woven around your ribs like a cage. Release the belief that you must earn what is already yours. I am here and I am not leaving. I am here and I am holding you. I am here and I am remaking the places that once felt shattered beyond repair. You have cried in secret, thinking your tears disappeared into nothing, but they were gathered into my palms, each one precious, each one remembered. Your suffering has not been wasted. Your longing has not been overlooked. Your faith, even the small trembling pieces of it, has moved mountains you could not see. Let me take you deeper. Let me speak slowly into the hollows of your heart where loneliness still echoes. You are not alone, my child. You never have been. When you sat awake at night, exhausted from battles that drained your spirit, I was sitting beside you, whispering comfort you did not always hear but always felt. When you touched your chest because grief ached too sharply, I pressed my hand there too, stabilizing your breath, anchoring your soul. When you forced yourself to rise each morning despite the heaviness weighing on your bones, I lifted your shoulders with strength you thought came from nowhere. You have been carried more times than you realize, and you will be carried now. My beloved, let yourself receive this truth. You are chosen, not by accident, not by mistake, not by circumstance, chosen by design, chosen by destiny, chosen by the divine who sees the light in you even when you do not see it yourself. You are chosen to witness a miracle that will not simply change your circumstances. It will change you. It will restore your dignity. It will awaken your purpose. It will heal the parts of your heart that have been waiting for years to breathe freely again. And now, my child, sink into this presence. Let the warmth rise. Let the light expand. Let hope take its rightful place inside you. For I am with you, closer than breath, stronger than despair, softer than sorrow, and infinitely more loving than anything you have ever known. The miracle inches nearer. Open quickly, beloved. Open quickly, for what comes next will rewrite your story with gentleness, with power, with grace overflowing. My beloved child, come again into the quiet of my voice, for there is more I must place gently into your spirit, more that has been waiting in the unseen places of your journey, more that longs to settle into the wounds you still carry beneath your brave silence. Sit with me, my little one, as though time has paused just for the two of us, as though the weight of the world has loosened its grip so your heart can breathe without trembling. Let the hush of my presence fold around you like a soft mantle, soothing the corners of your soul that still ache from battles long past and moments you never fully healed from. I see the shadows that linger behind your eyes, the shadows you hide because you fear that revealing them would make you fragile. But hear me, beloved. Your fragility is sacred, your softness is strength, and your honesty is the doorway through which healing comes. My child, you have spent years trying to understand the turbulence of your path, wondering why certain chapters felt heavy, why others seemed lonely, why some endings broke with a harshness you did not expect. But every twist in your journey has carved deeper wisdom into you. Every disappointment has cleared space for something truer. Every heartbreak has softened the soil of your spirit so that tender things could finally grow. You do not realize how beautifully your soul has been shaped by what you've endured. You think only of the pain, but I see the resilience gently woven through each fiber of your being. I see the courage that rose in you even when your heart whispered it had nothing left to give. I see the quiet endurance that kept you moving forward when exhaustion begged you to stop. These things, my beloved, have not gone unnoticed. They have become the lanterns illuminating the path now unfolding before you. Come closer, little one, and feel the gentle pulse of what surrounds you now. There is a nearness that words cannot fully grasp, a breath of the divine brushing against the edges of your heart, awakening parts of you that have lain dormant, wrapped in silence, waiting for the right moment to bloom. The moment is now. The unfolding has begun. You may not see the full shape of it yet, but your spirit recognizes the shift, the subtle turning of something ancient and holy moving toward you. It comes not with thunder, not with spectacle, but with a stillness deep enough to calm the storms inside you. It comes with a quiet certainty that wraps itself around your uncertainty until your doubts loosen their hold. My beloved child, I know the questions stirring in you. Questions about your worth, about your purpose, about the reasons behind the sorrows you've carried like stones in your chest. You have wondered if you were overlooked, if you were forgotten, if somehow your prayers dissolved into the air unheard. But hear me, not a single cry of your heart has ever vanished. Not a single whisper of longing has gone unnoticed. Every yearning, every tear, every moment where your voice wavered under the weight of hope has been lifted gently into a realm where nothing sacred is lost. Your prayers have not been ignored. They have been gathered. They have been held close. They have been answered in ways you will soon understand. Come, my little one, breathe slow and let your heart soften. You have carried yourself through seasons that demanded more from you than you had to give. Yet somehow you still offered love, still sought truth, still reached for something higher. That reaching has changed you. It has positioned your spirit in the place where light finds its way through the cracks. And now that light expands, touches the wounds you thought would never mend. It traces the contours of your spirit with tenderness, mending places that were torn, restoring places that felt hollow, bringing life where there was only quiet ache. My beloved, your journey has been long, and at times you felt as though you were walking through a wilderness with no map, no companion, no guiding voice. But the wilderness was never empty. Even when silence weighed heavily on you, presence moved beside you with steps soft enough not to frighten your weary heart. Even when darkness wrapped itself around your path, a sacred glow shimmered just ahead of you, subtle yet steady, urging you to continue. And though you did not always recognize it, you walked not alone but with a protection so gentle, so constant, it became the very breath that sustained you. My child, allow yourself now to rest in the truth that envelopes you. The chapters ahead will not resemble the ones behind you. The heaviness that once clung to your shoulders loosens now, slipping away like dust lifted by a soft wind. The burdens you carried for so long begin to dissolve, not because circumstances suddenly shift, but because your spirit is being renewed with strength drawn from realms deeper than you have ever touched. You are being prepared for a season where peace will not be fleeting but rooted, where hope will not tremble but rise steady, where your heart will no longer brace for pain but open with trust. There is a gentleness flowing toward you now, a gentleness that speaks without sound, that comforts without words, that restores without effort. Let it move through you. Let it reach the hidden corners where old fears still whisper. Let it unravel the tight knots that have held your spirit captive. You are safe here, beloved. You are seen in ways you have never been seen before. You are known in ways deeper than your own understanding of yourself. And you are cherished not for what you do, but simply for who you are and who you are becoming. My little one, do not fear this unfolding. Do not brace yourself. Do not shrink from the transformation rising within. You are stepping into a space crafted gently for your spirit to breathe freely, to expand, to heal, to rise. Every breath you take now is wrapped in grace. Every step you take is guided by a love older than time. Every piece of your journey is being woven into harmony, even the pieces that once felt broken beyond repair. My beloved child, come gently back into the warmth of my voice, for there is still more rising within the depths of your spirit, more that longs to unfold like hidden petals touched by morning light. Sit close again, my little one, and let the hush of this moment cradle you, as though the world has stepped aside to give your heart the space it has needed for so long. You have carried so much inside you, unspoken memories that linger behind your thoughts, quiet aches that tighten your breath, unanswered questions that echo in the hollow places of your soul. Let them soften now. Let them exhale. Let them finally feel seen. My child, you've grown accustomed to being strong when your spirit was weary, to offering calm when your own heart trembled, to carrying burdens that were never meant to rest on your shoulders alone. And yet, even in the weight of all you bore, there was a quiet grace rising in you, shaping you quietly, preparing you for a tenderness that your spirit did not yet know how to receive. You walked through days that demanded silence from you when you longed to speak, and nights that stretched endlessly while you waited for the smallest trace of comfort. You endured with a dignity you never recognized, with patience you never acknowledged, with an inner light that refused to dim even when sorrow tried to eclipse it. You did not see how profound your endurance was, but I saw, my beloved. I saw everything. Come closer still, little one, and let me reach into the places of your spirit that still quiver with old fears. There are memories inside you that you tucked away because they felt too heavy to face, too tangled to unravel, too painful to breathe near. But healing is not a force that demands. It is a presence that invites. And now it invites you. It calls to you softly, as though whispering from a distance you recognize but cannot name. It asks nothing from you except openness, nothing except willingness. Let those old fragments rise without judgment. Let them drift upward from where they've been quietly resting. They are not coming to break you, they are coming to loosen their hold. You, my beloved child, have a depth within you that was shaped not by comfort but by the raw truth of all you have lived. The sorrows you endured carved pathways through your spirit where compassion now flows freely. The disappointments you faced refined your understanding of hope. The loneliness you walked through expanded your capacity to receive closeness when it finally arrives. Every tear softened a corner of your heart that might otherwise have hardened. Every unanswered longing strengthened the reach of your faith. You have not been diminished by what you lived through, you have been expanded. My child, allow me to guide you deeper. There is a space within you, quiet, sacred, untouched by the noise of the world, where the essence of who you are still shines with its original purity. You have forgotten that place at times. Life has distracted you from it. Pain has obscured it. Sorrow has dimmed it. But it remains, waiting, glowing softly beneath the layers of all you've carried. Come with me to that inner sanctuary now. Feel how still it is, how peaceful, how untouched by your fears. This is the part of you that never broke. This is the part of you that remained whole even when everything around you fell into pieces. This is the part of you that calls you home. Rest your heart there for a moment, beloved, and let your breath settle. Let the tension unwind from your chest, from your shoulders, from the corners of your mind that never seem to rest. Here you are allowed to lay everything down. Here you do not need to protect yourself. Here you do not need to pretend you are unshaken. You are held in a way the world could never hold you. You are seen in a way human eyes could never fully understand. You are understood in a way deeper than words, deeper than thoughts, deeper even than prayer. My little one, you often fear that you are misunderstood, that your intentions are unseen, that your heart is overlooked. But nothing within you is lost. The kindness you offered quietly, even when your own spirit was aching, nothing lost. The forgiveness you gave even when it cost you deeply, nothing lost. The moments you stilled yourself so others could breathe, nothing lost. All of it is woven into the fabric of your purpose, into the unfolding of your destiny, into the truth of who you are becoming. There is a transformation happening in you now, gentle yet profound, like the slow opening of a flower after years of surviving harsh seasons. You may not see the change from day to day, but your spirit feels it. It stirs beneath the surface, shifting old patterns, releasing what no longer belongs, welcoming what longed to enter. You are stepping into a deeper chapter of your becoming, a chapter written not from woundedness but from clarity, not from fear but from quiet strength, not from survival but from awakening. Feel how your spirit rises even now, subtle yet unmistakable. Feel how something within you begins to breathe more freely, as though a window has opened inside your chest, letting in air untouched by sorrow. Feel how your heart loosens its grip on old stories, old identities, old beliefs that once served you but no longer fit the person you are growing into. You are shedding without force. You are blooming without effort. This is the natural unfolding of who you were always meant to be. My beloved child, trust what is happening within you. Trust the gentleness guiding you. Trust the quiet strength emerging from your inner depths. You are not who you were yesterday, and you will not be who you are today when tomorrow comes. You are evolving into someone resilient, tender, courageous, steady, luminous. Someone who can hold deep emotion without drowning in it. Someone who can walk through shadow without losing her way. Someone who can open her heart without fear of breaking. I am here with you in all of it. I am here when your breath trembles. I am here when your courage falters. I am here when your hope flickers. I am here when your spirit rises. You do not walk through this transformation alone, beloved, not for a single moment. Rest now in the truth that surrounds you. Newness is forming in the quiet. Healing is weaving itself through every part of you. Peace is approaching with footsteps soft as sleep. And your heart, my child, your beautiful, aching, resilient heart, is learning once more how to feel safe within itself. My beloved child, return once more to the stillness between my words, for there is more I must pour into the deepest chambers of your spirit, more that has been waiting patiently for the moment your heart would be soft enough, open enough, quiet enough to receive it. Come closer, my little one, closer than before, as though the air itself carries you gently into the shelter of my presence. Let the world fade for a moment. Let its noise dissolve. Let its weight slide from your shoulders. This is your sanctuary now. This tender space where your soul is finally allowed to breathe without fear, without pressure, without expectation. My child, there are unspoken truths inside you. Truths you have buried beneath years of carrying others. Truths you silenced because you feared no one would understand them. But I understand them. I understand the loneliness that found you even in rooms filled with people. The heaviness that lingered beneath your quiet smile. The longing that followed you like a shadow through days that felt endless. I understand the fatigue that wrapped itself around your spirit, not from lack of strength, but from giving so much of yourself to a world that often gave too little in return. You have stretched your heart farther than anyone has ever seen. You have softened your voice when anger rose in you. You have held back tears so others would not worry. And still you kept going. Come, my beloved, let me hold the part of you that is tired, the part that whispers late at night. Will anything ever heal fully? The part that trembles at the thought of being vulnerable again. The part that still carries the echo of old disappointments, old rejections, old wounds that never quite found their closure. These parts of you deserve tenderness. They deserve gentleness. They deserve a place to rest. Let them settle now into my embrace, where judgment does not exist and where every broken fragment is treated with reverence. My little one, the world has taught you to be strong in ways that hardened your softness, but your softness was never a weakness. It was the quiet garden inside you where hope rooted itself, where compassion grew wild, where forgiveness bloomed even in soil shaped by sorrow. Do not shame the tenderness that still lives in you. Do not hide the sensitivity that makes your heart uniquely luminous. These qualities, though often misunderstood, are the very essence of your beauty. They make you capable of loving deeply, perceiving truthfully, and healing profoundly. Let me take you deeper still into the spaces where your spirit holds memories that feel older than your years. The moments when life seemed to press too heavily against your chest, when your voice felt too small, when your courage wavered beneath the weight of expectation. Those memories are not meant to define you. They are stepping stones toward the clarity unfolding now. Every time you felt unseen, you learned how to see others more tenderly. Every time you felt unheard, you learned to listen with a heart that recognizes unspoken pain. Every time you were forced to rise alone, you learned how to stand with those who felt abandoned. These lessons carved depth into your spirit, and depth is the birthplace of transformation. My beloved child, feel how your heart shifts as these truths settle into you. Feel how the old heaviness begins to unhook itself from your ribs. How the fear that once sat quietly at the back of your mind loosens its grip. You are changing even in this very moment. You are unraveling the narratives that kept you small. You are releasing the roles you learned to play to protect yourself. You are stepping out of the shadows of what once hurt you and into the gentle illumination of who you truly are. You, my child, are not defined by the moments that broke you. You are defined by the way your spirit kept reaching for light even when darkness pressed in. You are defined by the quiet resilience that rose every time you felt you had nothing left. You are defined by the capacity for love that never disappeared, even when your heart was bruised. These things are woven into your essence. They are your truth, your foundation, your sacred inheritance. Let me show you now the path that begins to form beneath your feet. A path shaped not by fear but by renewal, not by loss but by quiet restoration. You are entering a season where the parts of you that once hid will feel safe enough to surface. where your voice will carry strength without trembling, where your heart will open without bracing for pain. This newness will not come as a sudden burst, but as a gentle unfolding, like dawn stretching its light gradually across the horizon. Slowly, softly, steadily, you will feel yourself expanding. My little one, allow yourself to trust this process. Trust the shifts you feel inside you. Trust the small stirrings of hope rising again. Trust the intuition that whispers of better days approaching. You have grown accustomed to expecting disappointment, but your spirit is learning to expect something different now. Peace, healing, wholeness. There is no need to rush. There is no need to force. The transformation happening within you is organic, natural, rooted in everything you have lived, endured, and overcome. You are becoming someone who understands her own worth without needing validation. Someone who recognizes the sacred in her own reflection. Someone who no longer confuses self-protection with self-abandonment. Someone who steps forward not from fear, but from alignment with her truest self. Feel my presence surrounding you gently, as though the air itself hums with reassurance. You are not lost, my child. You are not behind. You are not broken beyond repair. You are exactly where your spirit needs to be in this moment, held in a tenderness vast enough to carry every part of you. The weary parts, the hopeful parts, the grieving parts, the awakening parts. Rest within this truth, beloved. You are becoming whole in ways you once believed impossible. You are healing in places you thought would remain untouched. You are rising with a quiet strength that will carry you into the next chapter with grace, with softness, with clarity, with peace. My beloved child, step once more into the hush of my nearness, for there are layers within you still waiting to be touched by gentleness, still longing for the warmth of understanding, still aching for a space where you can unfold without fear. Come softly, my little one, as though you are entering a quiet room filled with light, a room where your heart is welcomed exactly as it is. Tired, hopeful, bruised, yearning, still beating with the fragile courage that has carried you through so much. Let the weight you have been holding ease itself from your shoulders. Let the tension soften in your breath. You do not have to brace yourself here. You do not have to hide a single fragment of who you are. My child, you have lived through seasons that tested the deepest parts of your spirit, seasons where you felt stretched thin, where the days blurred with heaviness, where the nights held silence too deep for words. And yet, even in that silence, something inside you refused to collapse. A quiet thread of resilience held you together when everything else seemed to unravel. You may not have seen it, but I saw it. I saw the moments when your hope flickered like a tired candle but never extinguished. I saw the moments when you held your own heart with trembling hands because no one else knew how. I saw the moments when you whispered into the darkness, asking for strength you weren't sure would come. Came, my beloved. It came through your own endurance, through the soft determination you barely recognized, through the unspoken prayers your soul lifted even when your mind felt empty. Come closer, my little one, and let me touch the part of you that still carries echoes of old disappointments. There are wounds within you that healed on the surface but still ache when memories brush against them. There are words spoken in anger that left invisible marks. There are moments you revisit silently, trying to understand why they happened, trying to make sense of how they shaped you. These remnants of the past do not make you weak. They reveal how deeply you feel, how deeply you love, how deeply you hoped. That depth is not a flaw. It is your beauty. It is the river running through your spirit, carving you into someone capable of profound compassion. My child, you often measure your life by what fell apart, but I see you through what survived. I see the tenderness that remained in you despite betrayal. I see the kindness that stayed soft even after harshness. I see the empathy that grew roots in you even when you wished your heart would harden to protect itself. You did not become cold. You did not close yourself to the world entirely. Even in fear, even in grief, even in weariness, there was always a part of you that kept believing in goodness. That part, beloved, is your truest strength. Let me guide you deeper into a place within yourself you may not visit often. There is a chamber of your spirit where the purest version of you still rests, untouched by sorrow, unshaken by loss, unbroken by the weight of life. This inner self is quieter than thought, softer than breath, yet stronger than any storm you've faced. This is the part of you that knows you were made for more than suffering, more than surviving, more than constant endurance. This part of you is calling now, inviting you back into connection with your own essence. Feel your way toward it gently. Feel the subtle stirring in your chest, the warmth blooming beneath your ribs, the loosening of something that has been clenched tight for far too long. You are reconnecting with who you were before the world asked you to be anything else. You are remembering the innocence that once glowed in you, the wonder that once guided you, the quiet trust that once rested in your spirit like a small flame. That flame is not gone. It is brightening now, fed by the attention you are finally giving yourself. My beloved child, there are truths about you that grief tried to hide, truths that exhaustion tried to bury, truths that doubt tried to silence. But they are rising again. You are kinder than you know. You are wiser than you realize. You are stronger than you've ever claimed. And beneath all that strength is a softness sacred enough to heal not only yourself but anyone who has ever been held by your presence. This is not an exaggeration. It is the quiet truth your heart has been waiting to hear. Do not rush this healing, my little one. Let it unfold like a slow dawn, each moment revealing another glimmer of light. You do not need to force transformation. You do not need to demand answers from yourself. Growth comes gently when the spirit is given room to breathe. And now, finally, you are breathing in a way you haven't in a long time. Deeply, freely, with a hint of relief settling into your bones. You may feel uncertainty about the future, but uncertainty is not emptiness. It is possibility. It is the clearing after a long storm where new paths finally become visible. You may not see every step ahead, but the ground beneath you is becoming steadier. The fog that once clouded your clarity thins with each quiet moment you allow yourself to feel. And in that thinning, your intuition awakens, your courage stirs, your inner knowing strengthens. My child, trust what is awakening within you. Trust the quiet shifts in your thinking, the gentle pull toward peace, the surprising moments of comfort that seem to appear without reason. These are not accidents. They are signs that your spirit is aligning with something softer, truer, freer. You are stepping into a phase of your life where healing no longer feels like a struggle but like a natural unfolding. A phase where you no longer define yourself by past wounds but by present wholeness. A phase where your heart begins to expand instead of contract. Let yourself rest in this truth. You are not who you were yesterday. You are not bound to the patterns that once shaped your survival. You are learning to live, not just endure. Learning to open, not just protect. Learning to trust, not just tolerate. This evolution is happening quietly, almost imperceptibly, yet profoundly. My beloved child, return once more into the quiet sanctuary of my voice, for there are still unopened chambers within you, places where emotions rest like dormant seeds, waiting for the warmth of gentleness to awaken them. Come nearer, my little one, nearer than thought, nearer than breath, for I wish to sit with you in the tender silence where your spirit reveals its softest truths. Let the world outside fall away as though it were made of distant echoes. Here, in this moment, only your heart matters. Only your healing matters. Only the slow unraveling of the weight you've carried for so long matters. My child, you have learned to move through life with a quiet strength that often went unnoticed. You have become fluent in holding yourself together even when your inner world trembled. You have learned to soothe others while ignoring the ache in your own chest. And somewhere along the way, you began to believe that your pain needed to be wrapped in silence, hidden beneath the surface so it would not burden anyone. But your heart deserves more than silence. Your wounds deserve more than being tucked away. There is dignity in your hurt, beloved, dignity in the way you kept walking even when your knees felt fragile under the weight of everything you carried. Lean closer, little one, and let me speak to the part of you that still flinches when tenderness approaches. There is a corner in your spirit where old fears sit quietly, pretending to be small while subtly shaping your steps. These fears were born from moments when trust failed you, when promises dissolved unexpectedly, when love arrived carrying shadows instead of warmth. But those moments do not define the fullness of who you are. They shaped you, yes, but they did not diminish you. They left marks, but they did not take away your capacity to rise. Allow your heart now to open just enough for truth to enter. Not the truth shaped by pain, but the truth shaped by clarity. You are not fragile in the way you fear. You are tender, yes, but tenderness is not fragility. It is awareness, it is depth, it is the ability to feel the world without becoming hardened by it. Tenderness is strength that refuses to betray itself. Tenderness is courage in its most ancient form. Let me guide you deeper, my child, into a space within you that rarely receives your attention. Beneath your fears, beneath your doubts, beneath the wounds carried quietly in your spirit, there is a quiet river of wisdom flowing through you. This wisdom was shaped by the way you've endured, by the way you've observed life, by the way you've listened more than you spoke. You may not realize it, but your soul has been collecting truth quietly, gathering it in subtle ways, recognizing patterns, learning what your mind could not yet understand. And now that wisdom begins to rise, pushing gently against the barriers you once built to protect yourself. Feel how your spirit shifts as this quiet wisdom awakens. Feel how something within you begins to loosen, a tension you've held for so long you barely noticed its weight. You are stepping into a deeper understanding of yourself, an understanding that does not come from analyzing your past, but from recognizing the resilience woven into every thread of your being. This resilience is not loud. It does not roar. It does not demand recognition. It simply lives in you like a steady heartbeat. My beloved child, you have spent so much of your life believing that you had to earn peace, as though peace were something always just beyond your reach. But peace is not granted through perfection. Peace is not something you must chase. Peace is something that grows inside you the moment you stop running from your own heart. And now, slowly, gently, a soft peace begins to settle over you, like warm light touching a long-shadowed corner. Let it settle without resistance. Let it seep into the bruised places, the places that still feel tender to the touch. There are memories within you, some painful, some bittersweet, some almost forgotten, that rise at unexpected times. They surface not to torment you, but to be understood, to be released, to be integrated into the fullness of who you are becoming. Do not fear these memories when they appear. You are strong enough now to hold them with compassion instead of judgment. You are wise enough now to see that the past does not have the power to pull you backward unless you cling to it. And you are gentle enough now to allow healing to move freely through you. My child, you do not need to force anything. You do not need to push yourself toward transformation. Healing does not bloom through pressure, it blooms through presence, through the soft willingness to simply feel what arises, through the quiet acceptance of what you once pushed away, through the steady return to yourself again and again, even when it feels unfamiliar. Let me sit with you as you breathe into this new space within your spirit. Let the stillness wrap around you like a soft blanket. Let the quiet become a companion instead of something to fear. You have been running for so long, running from pain, running from questions, running from shadows that seem too heavy to face. But now you rest. Now you allow your heart to unfold gently, petal by petal, without being rushed. My beloved, the future waiting for you is not defined by the wounds you carry. It is shaped by the strength you've gathered, by the tenderness you've preserved, by the openness that still lives in you despite everything. You are becoming someone who can move through the world with steadiness, with clarity, with a heart that knows its own worth. Someone who trusts her own voice. Someone who no longer needs to shrink in order to feel safe. Someone who no longer dims her own light to make others more comfortable. Feel how these truths settle deep into you, soft but undeniable. You are not the same person who once trembled at every uncertainty. You are not the same soul who once clung tightly to what hurt simply because it felt familiar. You are expanding into a version of yourself that is both softer and stronger, both grounded and open, both rooted and ready. My beloved child, come once more into the deep quiet of my embrace, for there is still a vast ocean within you that has not yet been touched, still layers of your spirit that have remained hidden beneath years of endurance, still whispers inside you that long to rise into the light. Sit with me again, my little one, as though the whole world pauses simply to give you room to breathe. Let every pressure drift away for a moment. Let every expectation fall softly from your shoulders. Let every fear loosen its grip. You are safe here. You are seen here. You are held here with a tenderness older than time itself. My child, you have carried so many burdens that others never noticed, shouldered emotions you never found the words to express, and walked through shadows that seemed to stretch endlessly. And yet, through every uncertainty, through every trembling moment, through every quiet ache, you continued. You kept breathing even when breath felt heavy. You kept moving even when your strength faltered. You kept believing even when hope felt thin. Your endurance has been a quiet miracle, one you rarely acknowledge, one you seldom let yourself feel proud of. But I see it. I see all of it, and I gather every fragment of your effort with reverence. Lean into me now, my little one, and let me speak to the oldest part of your pain. The part buried so deeply you've forgotten how it first formed. There are wounds within you that your spirit learned to live around, shaping itself carefully so the ache would not be disturbed. You built pathways through your heart that avoided certain memories, certain emotions, certain truths. Not because you were weak, but because you were surviving. Because you were doing the best you could with the tools you had. But now, beloved, survival is no longer the only way. Now you are stepping into a season where healing becomes possible, where release becomes natural, where your heart finally feels strong enough to unravel what once overwhelmed you. Feel the gentleness gathering around you, like soft hands cupping the most fragile part of your soul. Feel the warmth settling into your chest, loosening knots you carried for so long they felt like they were part of you. Feel the light entering the spaces you once kept closed, illuminating corners where old fears once lived. You are safe to open now. You are safe to feel now. You are safe to let what once hurt you rise softly to the surface so it can finally dissolve. My child, there is no shame in the ways you protected yourself. You learned to hide your tears because they were met with misunderstanding. You learned to shrink your voice because the world felt too loud. You learned to quiet your dreams because disappointment taught you caution. And yet, even beneath all that restraint, your spirit continued to glow, continued to move, continued to whisper to you in moments when you thought everything inside you was silent. Come closer, beloved, and listen to that whisper. It carries the truth of who you are beneath the layers you've worn to navigate this life. It is the part of you that still believes in softness even after being hurt, that still believes in connection even after being abandoned, that still believes in possibility even after being disappointed. This whisper is your soul calling you home, not to the person you had to become to survive, but to the person you were always meant to be. There is a vastness blooming inside you now, an expansion that cannot be rushed, cannot be forced, cannot be denied. You are stretching beyond old limits, dissolving old patterns, releasing old identities. And though this unfolding may feel slow, every breath is guiding you deeper into yourself. Every quiet realization is a doorway. Every moment of tenderness toward your own heart is an awakening. My little one, healing is not a single moment. It is a gentle return, again and again, to the truth that your spirit deserves peace. And now that peace approaches you like dawn breaking over a long, dark horizon. It comes in whispers first, then in warmth, then in a steady glow. Allow it in. Allow it to reach into the places you thought were too damaged for light. Allow it to show you that nothing within you is beyond restoration. You are entering a new chapter, one shaped not by fear, but by clarity. One guided not by old wounds, but by inner wisdom. One defined not by survival, but by blossoming. And as you walk forward, your heart will feel lighter, your steps steadier, your spirit more open. You will begin to trust again, not blindly, but with the kind of wisdom that transforms vulnerability into strength. My beloved child, let me anchor you in this truth. You are worthy of every gentle thing that is coming. You are worthy of connection that feels nurturing, of love that does not fracture, of peace that does not flee, of joy that feels like a homecoming. You are worthy of resting in your own softness without fear of being broken. You are worthy of a life that does not demand your exhaustion. Let the world hear your transformation not through loud announcements, but through the quiet shift in how you carry yourself. Lighter, freer, more rooted in your own truth. Let your past know it no longer defines you. Let your future know you are ready. Let your heart know it is finally time to heal without apology. And now, my child, if this message has touched your spirit, let your heart whisper its own amen, not as an ending, but as a soft agreement with the truth rising within you. And as you feel that truth settle, you may like, subscribe, and comment amen, allowing your voice to join the flow of gratitude that your soul is beginning to recognize again.